Hello, this is Liz. Welcome to my little urban homestead and welcome to Fabric Friday. I finished the whole cloth as you saw it, and that was gifted to my mother for Christmas, and I enjoyed making it so much that this time I'm designing my own. I've had this printed off and stuck together, and this is basically going to be the middle bit of what I'm going to do. I'm not sure how big it's going to be or anything like that, but I did like these roses. So that's the first thing you do, is print it off. Sorry about that. I've got some of the same fabric, which is satin curtain lining, and what I'm going to do, because you might see this, it's rather a big piece. Yeah, I'm going to cut it down a bit in size, but obviously you can see the picture through it. You may not make it out on the camera, but I can see it, and I'm going to draw it onto my material. So I'm going to get a piece of fabric, find the centre of it, find the centre of my picture, and transfer all the markings onto my fabric, and I'll show you when I've done that. But I've now traced the markings onto the fabric. I measured from the centre, which I've just put a crease in there when I ironed the fabric before putting the markings on, because the pen I've used is a heat erase pen, but so I could get the middle of the design into the middle of the fabric. Once I've marked it all, I measured out by 14 inches, and then from the middle line up 20 inches and down 20 inches, and then I've joined them all up because I will be doing something outside, but as yet I'm not sure on that. But I'm going to do some trapunto work on the roses to actually make the petals stand out a bit more. So I'll show you what I'm doing then. And I apologise for how dark it looks, but it's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like I said before, I don't know if this camera will pick up my markings, but there's 3 roses on it. So I've got these batting scraps. I'm going to basically put them behind, and then just machine quilt the roses down onto the batting. That'll be extra batting so they'll lift up. Not sure if I'm going to do the frame. Don't think so though. So I'll go to the sewing machine now and stitch these bits of wadding down. I've put a light to one side now, so you should actually possibly make it out. But I've put the spare wadding pattern on the back. I've just sewn round where I want the flowers to be, and I haven't bothered to do the petals or anything, because I'll be doing those when I actually am properly quilting. This is just to give it an extra lift, and you can still see the crease down the middle, but when I iron it out to get rid of my marks, the creases will iron out as well. But what you do now is be very careful with this. because you don't want to ruin it at this early stage anyway. Camera might pick up the marks. What I'm going to do, I've got these, what they're called, duck billed scissors, and they're that way around, and it helps you not to cut your fabric top, because at the moment you haven't got any backing or anything like that to it. It's just these 3 little flowers, and we cut all round the stitching. So I'm going to do that now, and then I'll come back to you. The lines that I put round it, I decided what I was actually going to do in there. So I drew 1-inch lines, so I'll be able to carry on quilting, not have to stop and try and mark the lines once the backing and the batting wadding is in. I've now as you can see, there's just a circle of extra batting wadding there that will help to puff the flowers out. Now I'm going to sandwich it together with a backing fabric, wadding, which is batting, and this, pin base it all, and then I'll be ready for quilting. So next week I'll show you some of my quilting on this. Not sure how well this picks it up, but that's how it is now. It's all pin basted, ready for quilting next time I come up in my sewing room. Bye!